Welcome back to Autism Live during the Festival of Toys. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. There's so many wonderful toys that we can play with at different times in our life that help us to get through all kinds of difficult things. They help us to relax, they help us with leisure, and they help us to learn new skills. So what I've got for you right now, I'm going to demo two of our favorite toys that are in our toy guide, the autism-live 2017 toy and gift guide. You can find it on our blog right now. If you go to autism-live.com, go to the blog, and then you'll need to click, and you'll get the toy guide. It's free. And we separate it into several different age ranges. We have babies and toddlers, and then we have preschool, then we have school age, then we have teens and tweens, and then we have for adults. So these are some of the toys that we have recommended in the toy guide. This one that I'm holding right here, which is called Roll and Play. These are both from ThinkFun. I gotta tell you, I love this company. This is such an amazing company, and they make great toys that help us to learn how to think and use critical thinking skills. And they do it across a lifetime. So this, I just absolutely love this. This was our board game that for babies and toddlers. This is for 18 months and up. It's like the first board game that your child would ever get. So you get this wonderful cushy block, and you'll see that some of the colors look a little funny because we shoot on a green screen. So this is actually green, not black, and I can show you that, look, it's magic. Look, isn't that cool? Green screens are cool, but not when you're trying to show how colorful a toy is. But anyway, so all different colors here, and there are corresponding cards. And I want to say this was one of the toys. ThinkFun was so generous and gave a bunch of these toys to give away at our Sensitive Santa event. And I'm going to show you this one in a minute. This is the Gravity Maze. But I loved watching the little babies play this game. Some of them opened it and started playing with it in the gym, and it was just so luscious to watch them. So, and you play with your child, right? And you roll the dice, right? And so you see what comes out on top. And first thing we're going to do is learn colors. So this is yellow. And how do we teach colors? We teach them by matching. That's the first thing that we do, but we're always verbalizing it. Yellow, yay, you rolled yellow. This is yellow, right? And then we find the matching card. Now in the beginning, you can go, oh, yellow, yellow, and show that they both, it doesn't look very yellow on my monitor, but they're both yellow, yellow, they match, yay, right? And then you turn the card over, and it has a child on the front, and it has an activity to do, and it has text. So that as the child grows, you can be pointing to the text, but it shows you a picture too, and you can language it for them, and it says, make a scared face. And now we both do it. We go, and make the scared face, and then we laugh, 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 laugh. Yay, we did it. And they can keep their card if they want to keep their scores, right? And then I roll the dice, and it's my turn, and I roll it, and it comes up green. Okay, I'm gonna look at the green ones. The green, the magic green. I love this, right? Ooh, I want to go that way. Look, ThinkFun. It's ThinkFun. Okay, so I do green, and it has a picture of a dog, and it says bark like a dog. Roof, roof, roof. Okay, so first of all, there's so many things that we're teaching kids here, right? We already talked about the fact that we're teaching colors, and that's fabulous, and we're using good matching skills. Love, 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 right? But we're also learning to look at the pictures and see what's on them. This has got a doggy on it, right? This one showed a girl she's scared, right? So we're going to learn through observation, because mom or dad or whoever's playing the game with them is going to demonstrate, right? Then I'm going to take action. I'm going to bark like a dog. Roof, roof, roof. I'm learning turn taking. There is no winning and losing in this game, right? That's for older people. Can learn winning and losing, but this is all win, win, win. Taking turns, matching colors, and doing the things that are on the cards. Touch your toes. Think of all the language that we're teaching here. Pull your ears. Make a silly face. This is so much fun, you guys. Clap 8 times. We're learning counting. It's just endless, you guys. Say your name. Oh, this is a therapist's dream. So hello. What a great game for any child, neurotypical or otherwise, but especially for our kiddos on the autism spectrum. We're making some of our lessons super duper fun. And if you've got a kiddo who's got different skill levels, you can modify these things. So if it's say your name 8 times and our kiddo is working on being able to say our names, then, we can lessen the times, or we can reward approximations, right? So if there's, their name is Robert and they go, "Roo," we go, yes, right? And then it's exciting, do it again, "Roo," right? And eventually we're going to be able to get to those good sounds, Robert. So great ways that you can modify for any skill level. And it's super soft. You see me just loving it and touching it. And even if you don't have a green screen, I have to show it one more time to do this magic trick. This is still a fabulous, fabulous game. So this is the ThinkFun roll and play, and they call it literally your child's first game. I absolutely love this. It's appropriate for 18 months and up. They say that you can have fun doing colors and counting, but I think it's ever so much more than that. That it's gross motor skills, because when you're rolling the block, that is gross motor skills, following instructions, and image word recognition. I think it's ever so much. I think you're selling yourselves a little short there. ThinkFun. Super duper game. Okay, I'm going to pack this up a little bit, and then I want to talk about this gravity maze. You guys know on the show we talk in one of our other gifts of the year that we said was a great gift for kids is a marble run. That we love marble runs because, first of all, they teach critical thinking, problem solving, but they also have a beginning, middle, and an end to it. So when you're doing a lesson with a marble run and you put it all together and there's that building thing, right? And then you do the marble and it goes down to the bottom, and it's one of those things that's easy to stop then, right? So if you've had somebody, the child or the student in your life who's working on something that's really hard, and you say, hey, we're working for, what did I do with my marble? It's in my target block. You say, we're working for a marble. As soon as you are able to do 5 of these, then you're going to get a marble and you get to put it down the marble run, right? Kids want to work for that. But what happens when a kid gets older and maybe a marble run isn't the most appropriate thing anymore? For your kiddos that like a marble run, this is the next phase up. This is Gravity Maze. Now, one of the things I love about ThinkFun, in a certain category, 8 to adult, this says, what they start to do are create games that you can play by yourself. But I want to point out that you don't have to. This says on it single player, but there are great ways to play this with more than one person. We do it all the time at our house. But remember, it's awesome because you can do it by yourself. And we do want to teach skills for leisure that aren't necessarily social, so that we know how to relax when we're just by ourselves. You know, people who cannot be by themselves for 10 minutes, they can't be alone by themselves, and that's not the way we want our kids to be, right? We want them to be able to think and enjoy and have fun when there's people there and when there aren't people there. So this can be either or. So what this is, there are a bunch of different color-coded pieces, and they have these little, it's hard to see, but there are little ramps in here that allow for a marble to connect and go down someplace. You have these cards, and the cards are coded beginner, I think there's intermediate, advanced, and expert, right? I'm gonna have to try one of the experts later on. But okay, so on the card, it has a lot of different information on it. It tells me where my target is for my marble. That's my red block. This is where I want to get the marble to be. And I've got this grid here. I'm going to take all my pieces off. But already, you know, like you want to build with this thing. Everybody that has walked by my office has said, ooh, what's that? I want to play. And I've had many kids playing with this. And they like it all in different ways. So I've got my grid, and it shows exactly this thing that I'm looking at here on the card. And it shows a bunch of dots that are on my little cubes. So I want to find the dot that has the side of the cube that has 1, 2, and 2. So I have to look, you know, and I got to think this through. Oh, there it is. There it is. And it tells me exactly where on the board that I need to put that with the corresponding dots, right? So I'm learning and thinking through and learning through observation. Now I got to put the blue one on, and I got to find its dots. It wants the... Does this come apart? I don't think so. Of course, I pick one that I haven't done before. So it says, okay, there it is. And I want to put that one on there. That's it. Okay, now I can do whatever, but I have to get my marble from here to here, which means I'm going to need some of these other structures to put on. Now, there's a little bit of a hint on the bottom of the card if I need it. Now, if you've got a kid who's more advanced, you just cover that with your finger and say, here it is. find how they have to be imaginative and figure out how they're going to do it. But if they need a little bit of help, it says, oh, you need 2 of the green pieces, 1 of the purple, and the gray one. Those are the pieces that are going to get you there. And then I can experiment and I can try putting the ball in and see, did I get it there? If I'm frustrated and having a really hard time, and I think the first couple of times when you're doing this with somebody, you show them the back of the card, and that has the solution to it. And it shows me exactly what I need to do to be able to do it and what the path that the marble will take so that I can get to the reinforcer, which is that, and it's not going to work obviously because I don't have it set up, that you put the marble in and it goes through the different machinations and it ends up in the red square. And let me just tell you, I've played this many times. And when you get it to the point, and I've played it with a bunch of people, and everybody's like, no, I think it's got to be this way. No, do it this way. No, do it that way. But when we get to the point where we put the marble in and it goes all the way down, everybody's cheering and jumping up and down and going, yes, we did it. And then there is an entire deck of cards. Oh my gosh. You know, to be able to take this when you're going to a doctor's office and you know that you're going to have a little bit of a wait, it's really fun, you guys. And it's not like it's a bunch of different pieces. I love that they give you a little zippy baggie for the marbles so that you're not losing the marbles. You really can take these games to go. It's all very lightweight, but very functional. Think about what you're working on with this. When you've got one of those kids that's got the brain that they can turn things over in their head and look at things in different ways, and they like to solve problems, but they're not maybe getting enough challenges at school, this is really great. And I will tell you that there are some of you out there who have kids who maybe language is not their strong suit, and people underestimate your kid, but you sit there and go, I know my kid is super smart, right? Maybe they don't have any language, maybe they have limited language, and you're always frustrated with the fact that people don't see that there's a genius in there. Gravity maze, because a lot of our kids have abilities to be able to see things construction wise and to see things problem solving. I used to love when Temple Grandin, you know, when the whole Fukushima accident happened, I loved that Temple Grandin said, you know what, if there'd been somebody with autism building that plant, that would never have happened because we would have looked at it from all angles, from above, from under. She said, I took one look at that power plant and I could have told you if there was ever any kind of a water disaster, that place was going to flood, right? So that's the kind of kiddo that you want to get Gravity Maze. And for other kids that maybe that isn't their strong suit, I think it's really super fun and they can learn, oh, if I put it this way, it's going to connect and the marble's going to go that way. I watched some kids play with this and figure it out. And I'll be honest with you, there was a moment when they were starting to get frustrated. They were like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then they got it. And it was so, when they realized, oh, if I put it this way, then the marble's going to go that way. Oh my gosh, it was such an exciting moment. It's really quite thrilling and it's colorful. It's really reinforcing. There is some hand-eye coordination, a very little, to putting it together, but fascinating, fun game. This has been a favorite in the office, and certainly one, my son saw this game and he was like, ooh, I like that one, Mom. So Gravity Maze, both of these games come to us from ThinkFun. Last year, one of the games that we featured from them, which is still one of our favorites, Rush Hour. Great games that you can do, as I said, by yourself. They all involve logic, and there's a bit of coding in each one of these as well, because each piece that's color-coded has a thing that it does, right? So it's part of the code to get the marble from here to there. Believe me, it's the same kind of thinking that the kids are going to be asked to do if they're going to go into working with computers. So think fun, and when you think fun, get some Think Fun games. They're available in most major retailers, but of course you can get them from Amazon. We absolutely love the folks at ThinkFun, and we want to say a big happy holidays to them and thank them for their ongoing generosity, both of spirit, that they think of games that are so great for all of our kids, but including our kids that are on the autism spectrum. And they continue to be a wonderful sponsor of our Sensitive Santa event and gave away so many toys to so many deserving kids. So thank you, ThinkFun. Check out these games. They're totally rad. You'll have such a good time playing them with your kiddos. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Autism Live after these messages.